that way. They're going to make a pitching change. We'll take a break. Sooners up a touchdown here in the season opener. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
Fall in love with OKC's favorite casino.
Because at Riverwind, we've got it all. Grab a bite at one of our many restaurants.
Or sip and spin at our high stakes area.
And the Showplace Theater at Riverwind is the hottest spot for live music.
Shoot your shot at our $80,000 Cupid's Quest giveaway.
For the best gaming and unforgettable entertainment.
Gotta be Riverwind. Spring is in full swing, and there's no better way to celebrate the refreshing weather than with a cup of real refreshment at HTO. With over 20 flavors of freshly brewed iced tea to choose from, you're sure to find a flavor you'll love, like strawberry passion, Texas chai, blueberry, or Georgia peach. Can't choose just one? You don't have to. Mix and match endless flavor combinations to make your own tasty creation. Welcome to your happy place. HTO. Real tea, real refreshing.
Pitching changes brought to you by Certa Pro Painters this year. And Oklahoma making its second of the day. And a freshman on, right-hander Michael Catalano. 6-foot right-hander out of Frisco High School in Frisco, Texas. He inherits runners at first and second and nobody out in the LeHigh top of the 8th inning with Oklahoma in front of this one 10-3. Catalano had an ERA of 1.1 his senior year at Frisco. Was named the Texas District 9 5A MVP. He was the number 3 right-handed pitcher in the state of Texas, according to the recruiting services. Top 50 nationally. And another guy that a lot of people wanted right here. Our first chance to see Michael Catalano in a Sooner uniform. Been a lot of that today, Rich. A lot of firsts.
Yeah.
First chance to see this guy and that guy.
Yeah, and some young guys, a couple freshmen, transfers. Taki, Willis, and Christensen. They've all produced so far.
Right. Let's see if he can keep anybody from touching home plate here. First and second, nobody out. Butler, the batter, 0 for 3. I'll update you on the SEC scoreboard here momentarily. First pitch, though, to Butler on its way to the plate is a bender that's low, ball 1. Two 2-0. Georgia beat Quinnipiac 9-1. That game in Wilmington, North Carolina today. Kentucky 11-0 shutout of Lipscomb in Nashville. Mississippi State beat Manhattan 17-3 in Starkville. Catalano needs a strike. Instead, he'll step off and throw to second. Arkansas scored 2 in the bottom of the 10th to beat Washington State 3-2. They'll play another one tonight. Here in the bottom of the 8th, I would assume it's over. It hasn't said final yet. LSU 12-0 on Purdue Fort Wayne. That should be a run rule. Pitches inside, 3-0. Penn State shutting out Missouri in the top of the 6th inning. In Puerto Rico, 6-0 Penn State in front. Catalano in danger of loading the bases here. The 3-0 pitch is right down Main Street. Ole Miss in the 6th up on Arizona at Globe Life Field 2-0. South Carolina has a 3-1 lead over Sacred Heart in the 6th in Columbia. Swings and fouls it to push the count full here. The defending national champs, the Tennessee Volunteers, 7-0 lead on Hofstra in the bottom of the 4th in Knoxville. Game 2, Lipscomb leading Kentucky 2-0 in the fourth. Game 2, Mississippi State up 6-1 on Manhattan in the sixth. 3-2 is fouled out of play. Game 2, Arkansas a 2-0 lead on Washington State in the second. And one more score update. Alabama trails Bradley in the second in Tuscaloosa 3-1. Several other games coming later tonight. 2 on, nobody out. Full count pitch is fouled out of play. Now, Catalano fell behind 3 balls and no strikes. Pumped in 4 straight since then. Good battle here. Mountain Hawks trying to get back in this thing. Here comes another payoff. And he got him on the outside corner. Got him looking. A 94-mile-an-hour fastball.
Like you said, fell behind early. Good job getting back in the at-bat. Finished, froze him with a fastball. Pretty good fastball for a freshman. 94.
That's 13 Ks today for Skip Johnson's pitching staff.
10-plus seems like a normal thing most of the time with his pitching
More
staff.
often than not, you're right. Here's another pinch hitter at the DH spot for LeHigh. Edwin Betances. Freshman out of the Bronx. Left-handed hitter Betances. First pitch misses low and away. Patrizzi at second, Cochran at first with 1 out. Catalano kicks and fires. And he fouls that fastball back. So here's another one of those guys. We mentioned they're going to jog a bunch of dudes out there that can throw 95 plus. And here's one of them. Just hit 95 on that fastball. True freshman.
Yeah, and you would think as he gets stronger in the next couple of years, he may add two, 3 more mile an hour to that.
Ooh, breaking ball. Good hammer there. 1-2. Like Betances was sitting dead red. The knees got a little wobbly. One-two pitch inside and almost clipped his back foot. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It'll be Josh Helmer and Blake Brewster on the call for you tomorrow of the series finale here in Norman. Got him looking. Back-to-back backwards Ks for Michael Catalano, and there's 2 outs. 14 Sooner strikeouts today. Rafael Rogers. Oh for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Rogers, breaking ball, he went around. That's a 95-mile-an-hour fastball with a curveball in the 70s. Yikes.
With a lot of depth and break.
And there it is again. It dipped under the zone that time, 1-1. We can see Love's Field in the distance here beyond the right field wall. Softball team headed down to Waco today. They'll play 4 games at Baylor this weekend. 2 against Hofstra, 2 against their old Big 12 buddies, Baylor. Catalano throws one to second. 6-0 start for Patty Gasso's team. They won all of them out in Cali last weekend. A dramatic one on Super Bowl Sunday, an extra innings win. Fastball's high, 2-1. And she's got a boatload of new faces, too, this year. So Chris Plank will have the call for you tomorrow of both of their games on Sooner Radio. There's a strike outside corner. They play at noon. Softballers do against Hofstra tomorrow, 2:30 against Baylor. And we got basketball tomorrow, too. That's where I'll be. Behind us here at the Lloyd Noble Center. 5 o'clock tip. Very important game against LSU. Catalano trying to end it. Pop foul out of play. Trying to end it in the 8th, I should say. He came in with 2 on, nobody out. Struck out Butler. Struck out Betances. We had a true freshman, Kyle Branch, with an inside-the-park homer today. Here's another true freshman trying to strike out the side to get out of a jam, and he did it. Wow. He did it with gas. How about that debut for Michael Catalano? Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. And the top of the 8th is done. Sooners lead at 10-3. Today's broadcast brought to you by B.C. Clark. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
Party planning comes with its own set of challenges. Finding enough
Stay connected from OEC and OEC Fiber.
Tired of soaring insurance expenses or feeling uncertain about your coverage? At Right Way Insurance, every client receives a dedicated team of experts committed to addressing all your insurance worries. As an independent insurance company, they provide both personal and business coverage. Let them assist you in finding the optimal coverage for your specific needs. Contact Right Way Insurance at 405-607-6014 or at rightwayinsuranceok.com. That's Right Way Insurance, your trusted partner at 405-607-6014.
Toby Rowland and Rich Hill's back with you. Opening day, we head to the 9th in game 1 of 2. Sooners in front 11-3. And it is once again Michael Catalano on the mound. He'll face 7, 8, 9. Catalano struck out 3 in a row to end the 8th. And his first pitch is a breaking ball strike to Andrew Cole. Cole has one of the 4 Mountain Hawk hits today. Singled in the 7th. He's 1 for 3. Popped it up. Willett's backing into shallow left, calling for it. And there's 1 out. Well, we'll have time to talk about it, certainly during the Game 2 broadcast, Rich, but what's your kind of overall feel for what you've seen here in Game 1 out of Skip's team today?
Pretty impressive. Obviously, Witherspoon was great. Catalano's come in and pitched outstanding as a true freshman coming into a tough situation. And like we talked about earlier, offensively, they haven't chased a lot of pitches. They scored 11 runs. Been aggressive. Chaos on the bases, 5 stolen bases. So it's pretty impressive opening game.
A ball and a strike to Wellwonder, the catcher. At the conclusion of Game 1, we will have an abbreviated post-game show for you. Called strike 2. Then we'll toss it back to studio for a half hour or so. We'll let you know the start time of Game 2 and when our broadcast will come back on before we sign off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We are expecting there to be approximately 45 minutes between games. So we'll have an abbreviated pregame to Game 2 and then be off and running with the back half of the doubleheader. Give you time to go get a sandwich or something between games. 2-2, misses low and in, full count. Oklahoma 11 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. LeHigh 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors. And the 3-2 pitch is a chopper foul. Kyson Witherspoon looked like you want an ace to look today. Well, I wasn't too worried about him at all. That's just not always the case in Game 1, especially as cold as it is today. But, boy, he was sharp. Swing and a miss. That's 4 of them for Catalano. That's 16 for Oklahoma. And they are 1 out away from victory. It'll be Robbie Carvelli for LeHigh. Carvelli 0 for 1 with a ground out. Hit sharply to short. Willits has it. Throw to first. Win column Sooners. Game over. And the Sooners take the season opener today here in Norman by the final of 11-3. Post-game show for Game 1 coming up next. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.
For more than just burgers, shakes, and fries, we have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meat, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
You expect your home to protect everything you love, but you don't expect the ways water is breaking down your foundation and damaging your home. Cracks in walls and uneven floors are just a few signs your foundation is compromised. But there's one way to get answers to all your concerns. A free home inspection from Groundworks. We put water back in its place. Go to groundworks.com, the preferred foundation repair company of the Oklahoma Sooners. Licensed in all states. See website for details.
Don't miss out on OKC's hottest entertainment at the Showplace Theater with acts like Gladys Knight, February